What's up, guys? Happy Friday night. Bear with me, I'm just rolling up my sleeves here. Gotta roll up my sleeves and get to work. Get to work. So, guys, I've got a little list going here for the mini readings. We've got like 6 people on the list that already donated. So there is a short list, somewhat short list. Um, got a few new decks I'm working with. You can kind of request, really, actually, no, I'm not going to let anybody request. Hey, Christina, I think I'm going to choose myself what decks to use. I got my Gay Tarot today. So cute. So the Gay Tarot is obviously a little different than a traditional tarot. Like, the Lover's card is different. Well, a lot of the major arcana are different. Like, let me show you. Instead of the High Priestess, you have the Intuitive, the Lovers, Hey, what's up, Phoebe? Hey, good evening, lady. You're finally catching me live. Where you been? Where you been at? Let me show you the rest, Christina. Hold on. So yeah, it's just different hotness. So like I don't know, it's just gay. The Judgment card is the Beyond Judgment card. Six of Cups. Guide of Wands. Ten of Cups. Yeah, so if anybody needs, wants me to use the Gay Tarot, just let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm going to use Morgan Greer. I'm loving that Morgan Greer. Or actually, Arcanum too. So guys, we have a list going with my friend Shania. Hello, Savannah and Shania. That's the Gay Tarot. It looks like this. Yeah. So, yeah, I like it too. I did a couple readings on myself with it already. Good stuff. Pretty accurate. Hello. Good evening. Okay, so we've got a list going here. I've got Rochelle, Lisa. Actually, I'm sorry. It goes Rochelle, Christiana, Lisa, Karina, Perla, and Angelic Healing. Yes, I've got you on the list, Christiane Ann. In fact, you can go ahead and put your, Christiane Ann, go ahead and put your question up. We're going to start with you. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to go right to it tonight. And that's what's up. Hey, Perla, I have you on the list. Have you on my list, sweetie. Guys, go ahead and what I would like you to do, have your question ready. If you're on my list already, go ahead and type your question out. Don't put it in the chat, but type it out and cut it so that you can just paste it when it's time when we call on you. So you can paste it and put it in the chat. And first, like I said, go ahead, Christiana Ann, go ahead and put your question in. I saw that you're here. Christiana Ana Rodriguez, go ahead and put your question in on the chat. Is it my best interest to remain in California? Okay, let's see. Thank you, universe, thank you, source, thank you, spirit, thank you, angels, thank you, spirit, guides, and ancestors. Thank you, all guardians, 5D guardians. Thank you for allowing me to connect tonight. Thank you for the clearing direct messages and guidance. Thank you for repelling the darkness and preserving light. It's the guidance for Christiana and regarding remaining in California. Where did you grow up? Where did you spend your childhood? Christiana Ann, where did you spend your childhood? I think you are either supposed to remain in California or anywhere else that you have memories from your childhood. The cards that are coming out for you are the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And for me, because the first one was the Six of Cups, there is something still here for you. And if you leave, this is coming out really strong. There's something here for you that you need to stay for, okay? What's up, Danny? You need to stay here. There's something waiting for you here, or... Where did you live between the ages of 4 and 8? I know this is getting weird. Just tell me, where did you live between the ages of 4 and 8? Thank you, Christina. Hollywood. Yeah, stay in California. Okay, yes, I think you need to remain in California beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's the guidance that's coming through really strong for you. And the universe is going to, I don't think you actually are going to have an option if you're in the end. You definitely need to stay for now. It doesn't mean you have to spend the rest of your life there, but I think you need to remain there for now. Anything else you need to know? Guys, if you made a donation and I haven't called you out on the list yet, we'll be checking it and we'll get you on there. Don't worry. Page of Cups. Yeah, I definitely feel you are being guided to stay. Okay. So that's a pretty clear remain in California, no doubt about it. Like, not even a question. You're welcome. Okay. Next is Rochelle here? Rochelle. Rochelle, who's on my list. Are you here? Hey guys. Hey Karina, you're on the list as well. I've already got my list put together for the people who donated before I began the broadcast. Anyone who's donated since the broadcast began, I'll get you added to the list once I check it again. No, you can't hang out. Are you crazy? Leanne, why would I let you hang out here if you can't afford to pay me? No, of course you can hang out. Of course you're welcome to hang out. We love people who hang out with us on Friday nights. We're the coolest kids on YouTube, you know, so you should hang out with us. Hello, there's not really anyone cooler than us. I try. Rochelle is not here. Oh man, Savannah, I love apple chips. Those are one of my favorite treats. Apple chips, super good. I did not get an email from you, Michelle. Are you sending it to rayoflighttarot@yahoo.com as opposed to Gmail? Because I only check that Gmail like once a month. Because it's so screwed up the way everything... I use the Yahoo for business. That sounds really good, Caitlin. Okay. Yeah, Yahoo's the only one that I would see the messages. I check that one a couple times a day. It's in the description of my videos too. rayoflighttarot@yahoo.com. That's the only email to use, guys. Okay. Is Rochelle here? Okay, I don't think she is. Moving on to Lisa. Is Lisa here? You're on the list too, Lisa. They're super good. I guess Lisa's not here yet either. Okay. Karina, you're next. Go ahead and put yours up, Karina. Ooh, banana chips are good too. But I love apple chips better. Time to break out the glasses. How should I best use my energy skills for personal use or for outward public use? So are you saying like for personal use as in your own healing as opposed to healing, helping others heal publicly? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. I don't understand the question. Yep, Lisa, you're here on the list. You just weren't here when I called your name, so I'll come to you next after the person I'm on. Karina, Karina, just keeping it to myself. Gotcha. What's the guidance for Karina? Keeping her energy skills to herself or helping people? I mean, first, you've got to use it to heal yourself, and then it should be used to help people. Anytime you have a gift, like whatever I don't know what yours is, but if you have a special gift, you probably need to use it on a large scale if you have the ability to. And it looks to me like the guidance is to first use your energy skills or whatever your gift is to heal yourself and your heart. And once you've done that and you've managed to heal some of the things within yourself that need to be healed, you'll actually be not only feel the call, but you'll be pretty much pushed into doing it for many people, whatever that skill is. But there's a cycle of healing that you've got to go through within yourself that you haven't completed yet. And that's clearly what you have to do first. Now, you don't have to be, that's what I've told people many times. A lot of people start to use that as an excuse not to do something publicly. Well, I've got to heal myself first. Well, wait a minute. You could use that as an excuse for the rest of your life. I'm not healed yet. So what you have to do is go with your intuition when you feel the call. I mean, if I waited till I was healed to start doing energy work for other people, none of you guys would be getting readings tonight because I'm not healed. Life is tough, right? You have to start doing it when you get the call, though. And there is first some healing you do need to work on yourself before you turn it outward. It needs to stay inward, but there is going to be a time where you're going to know you've done enough of the healing on yourself that it's time to turn that outward and start helping others with it. So yes, focus on yourself and your healing right now, but don't use that as a crutch or an excuse not to turn your gifts out for the world. Okay, Karina? All right, Lisa, go ahead and put your question up. Lisa, you can put it up now. I called on you, Lisa, earlier. You just weren't in here yet. You're welcome. Okay. What can you tell me about this new person who has entered into this life? What's the guidance for her about this new person? I'm using the Arcanum deck currently. For those who are wondering. Wow. Well, this person definitely came into your life, and as part of the plan. You've got the Wheel, Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, also Eight of Pentacles is here. I honestly really feel like this is actually more about your divine counterpart than it is about this person. You mentioned being tired of that person, your twin or whatever, but I feel what's happening is, divinely guided, and it's definitely looks good. There's Judgment here and there's the Wheel, but it's all turning things so that you can eventually, there's someone else coming in slowly down the road, and this is a part of that. I don't see exactly how, but it's part of that, and it's a part of your mission as well. Um, the awakening process, as I'm sure you know, has many aspects to it. It's almost like chapters in a book. And certainly some are bigger chapters and more special than others, but smaller chapters and less eventful chapters are still a part of that, just as much as the bigger, more important, seemingly more important chapters. This is an important chapter, and there's part of that awakening here that's happening as a result of this relationship with this new person who's coming in. I really feel like this Knight of Pentacles, though, is your divine counterpart, slowly, that you're slowly moving towards some sort of union and mission with that person. Um, Tired of them though you may be at this time. The Hermit, Nine of Rods. Between now and September, you've got the Hermit and the Nine of Rods. Between now and September is going to be an interesting time for you and this new person. So the next 2 months specifically are going to be really interesting, and they're going to really move you forward on your mission, your purpose, and toward what the bigger things are. And I don't feel like this relationship is a long-term relationship. I don't think it's a bad relationship or something that you're going to look back on with regrets necessarily, but I don't think it's going to be long-term either. I get the feeling it's going to be something very transitional and maybe very good, and that you learn a lot from and maybe share a lot of great memories with, but it's ultimately leading you to your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. Yeah, actually, guys, anyone, if you haven't donated yet, I'm about to shut the list down. I don't want to be on too long or too late tonight, so I think we're about to shut it down. Let me just check. Twin is married, so yeah, the twin is, even though the twin's married, though, the twin is moving towards you slowly, energetically and slowly. And so, certainly don't have any expectations there, but, I know the hope is still in your heart there. And that's gonna happen. If that's your twin soul, it's going to happen. But they have to realize what they're doing with this situation they're in now, and what true unconditional love really is, and what it looks like. So that's interesting, though. This is going to be a really interesting next couple of months for you, because energy is intrusive. Whose energy is intrusive? The new person or the twins? Okay. Is Rochelle here? Twin. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Perla, you can put your question up, Perla. There will be movement, but he's going to have to go through a little bit, not an ego death so much as learn to put his ego aside sometimes. Relationships require compromise, and if you're always the one to bend, and this person is sort of always, because of their ego, making you come to them, that's not cool. Like, that's not okay. So yeah, there's going to be movement, but it may be a little while, because behind this ego issue there is a willingness and a desire to put the work into this relationship. And there's victory here, right? There is victory, but right now you've got to really tap into your intuition. And the reason you've got to do that is you're going to know the right moment to sort of take a stand in this relationship and say, no, I'm not doing that this time. You need to compromise. You've got to really tap into that because there is room for someone to grow and change here, but you have to sort of feel out the energies. Because I feel like just as easily this person could walk away from you like that. They're the kind of person who will just, no matter how much they actually care for you, if they're not feeling like, something's right for them or they don't feel like compromising, they'll just cut it off and walk away. A lot of air energy in this person's chart, maybe. But if you pick your battles properly, High Priestess, pick your battles. You can make some growth here, and there's a potential victory. So I guess what I'm saying is ultimately, you're supposed to be doing this with this person, and it's part of your. I think there's a soul contract here, most likely, and you just have to sort of feel this one out. Are you on? I don't think you're on my list, Goldie. And if you are, not yet. You're not on my list. If you made a donation, I'll get you on my list when I check the app, and we'll call on you when it's time to ask your question. Okay. So that's what I see with that Prola, and so I kind of feel like the ball is in your court as far as movement, but I don't think there's gonna be movement until or unless you take the stand. But you're gonna have to do it when you feel the time is right. I hope that makes sense. Is Rochelle here? You're welcome, Perla. If Rochelle is not here, then next would be Angelic Healing. Angelic Healing, I think I saw you come in. Angelic Healing, are you here? Is Angelic Healing here? Is Angelic Healing here? I don't think Angelic Healing is here anymore. Okay, so we'll go on to Erika K. Erika K. Is Erika K here? Good night, everyone. Erika? I'm alive! Checking on my twin connection with Jillian. Okay. We can do that. Yes, you did, Angelic. After Erika, you can put your question up, Angelic, but I'm doing Erika now, so I called on you, but you weren't here. I'm getting the Two of Swords, Erika, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm getting the Two of Swords. Let's see if that actually comes out, though. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a tough situation, I can see. Got the Eight of Swords. What did you say? You're being patient. You're exhausted. So, 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, a lot of swords, 5 of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles came out again, so that's actually good energy. She's making movement towards you, if not physically, energetically. When I see the Knight of Pentacles, I by no means envision someone like thinking, ooh, I gotta contact her. Like, I'm thinking about Erika. No, that's not how, when I think of the Knight of Pentacles, I think of someone who's like, their energy, their heart, when they're connecting to it, is they're missing you a little bit and they're thinking sort of about it, but they're not even close to making a move. You know what I mean? That's sort of the way I feel about the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna come around, but it's gonna be a while before they even begin to start to think about putting the key in the ignition. You know what I'm saying? It's just not happening. It is happening, but it's really gonna be a while. So you've also got 2 5s. What that does say is that this situation is very fluid. Okay, because the number 5, especially when you get repeating 5s, the number 5 represents change, right? And upheaval. I mean, I'm a life path number 5. I know about the number 5. I'm a life path number 5, which means I'm somebody who doesn't like to be tied down. I like constant change, traveling, adventure, you know, and I do. And the number 5 is change. It's just constantly, you know, exploring new things, experiencing new things, right? That's what's up with life, right? Now, ego has caused somebody to end up alone and disappointed and sad. So I don't know why you two are not in a good place right now, but it's definitely got to do with someone's ego and some real separation from their heart space. You've got to deal with feeling kind of see, what I see with this 8 of Swords is somebody's feeling very like filled with passion and love for somebody, but they feel like they can't express it, they can't move, they can't do anything. They're just stuck with all their feelings and nowhere to put them. Like they've got all this and they don't have anywhere to put it. And they're just like, oh my God, this is horrible. That's sad. But that actually is not reality. Even if you feel it, that's not reality. This is a feeling and a situation that's created by the mind because we're not actually in a healthy, balanced state. All of those feelings, all you really need to do with them is, you know, release, give them to yourself. So it's all about, this is about the need for self-love, more self-love, and less focus on this person and what they're doing. This is hard to do when you're really connected to somebody and you love them, you want to be with them, you want to be a part of them, and you are a part of them, right? Only you and that person know what you share, and if you consider them your twin, I don't know if they know what that is or if they've said that too at one time or another, but then that would tell you a lot also. But ultimately, if you're not in a good place here, they're really depressed about something and looking at all the bad stuff instead of the good stuff. Their ego is involved. They're disconnected from the heart space. So ultimately, if all this is going on, all you can do is worry about getting yourself out of this, because it's not doing them any good, you being like this, and it's certainly not doing you any good, and it's not going to help bring them back. That is only going to go slower if you're in this vibration. So why torture yourself, right? Use that law of attraction to get yourself every good thing you want in life. Even if you can't have them, you can have every other good thing with the law of attraction. And I'm sorry, guys, I know people talk about you can manifest this person to come. No, manifesting is, you cannot manifest another person's free will to change. You can't do that. That's not how manifesting works. Now, you can be a witch and do spells if you want, but I don't choose to do spells on somebody to make them love me. You either love me or you don't. And I know my twin soul loves me. I don't need to do that shit. But when it comes to law of attraction and manifesting, you can't manifest someone to come towards you. You can manifest a lot of good things in your life, and I've done it. But when it comes to another person, you can't, nor would you want to. That's a whole other issue, and that's about the universe and energies and you both getting yourselves to the right place and healed. But what you can do is get to the place of coming in and getting yourself feeling right. No, I do free readings. I try to do one about once a week, Pooja. So if I announce it, you could come in then. But do people come to your work and ask you if you'll do your job for free? Just curious. Just kidding. That was a joke. Guess it was kind of smart ass, but hey, I'm a smart ass sometimes, guys. Okay, guys, We call on you. Here's how it works. We call on you after you've made a donation. We call on you. We put your name on the list, and then we call on you to ask your question. Because as you can see, there's just one of me, and I can only do one person at a time. And so if everyone's throwing their questions up, all you're really doing is distracting from the person who has already donated to get their reading. So that's kind of rude. So let's don't do that, guys. Yeah, Erika, you got to. That's the only thing you can do at this point. You're just trapped in this feeling of like, and it's not going to help. That's the thing is, you've got the Knight of Pentacles there for Jillian. So Jillian is going to make movement towards you. You can know that. Like, these cards, I have not once had these cards come out by accident. Jillian is going to make movement towards you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon or eventually. There's ego involved here. There's some sadness involved. But all that stuff in the world and the change is happening, but none of that is going to help you, especially the way you're feeling. You've got to focus on yourself and getting yourself in the right vibration right now. That's the only thing you can really do for yourself, for your situation. And I don't know what she wants out of life, but this is what I do know about manifestation. You can't manifest another person's free will, but you can manifest a whole shitload of abundance into your life and a lot of health and happiness. And most people, when it comes to love, want to be with somebody with a shitload of money and a lot of health and happiness. So you can do all that, you know? Just being real with you, you know? And that you can do. I don't have a set day that I do the free readings, poo-poo, but I will definitely announce it when I decide. Thanks, Erika. All right, guys, I'm going to check the list and get a list update for you guys so we can get everybody on the list that needs to be mentioned on there. Thank you, Dawn, for the love. Guys, the list is closed. Tonya, Delia, Valerie. Laura, to Laura V, I don't know if that was a tip or what for your reading that I sent you today, but thank you so much. That was very nice of you. I don't know what to say about that. I just saw that. Really, thank you. I'll check my email. I don't know what that's for, but I appreciate it. And you're welcome. I'm glad that it resonated. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, Angelic Healing. So we've got Erika, Angelic Healing. I'm about to do your question now. Then we've got Christina G, Charlene, and Charlene, and we're a name I can't read. Ashley, Tonya, Delia, and Morning Glory. And that's it. We're closing the list. The list is closed. Thank you, Christina, for putting that up. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us, Leanne. Okay. Thank you, Pooja. Probably, I would say, if not Sunday, maybe Monday. I'll probably do like 5 freebies. But you have to win it, like to do a freebie, because everyone wants a free reading. So how would I decide who to give it to? So what I do is we have you guess or leave and come back. Oh, I am buffering. I'll wait a second. I'm just going to shuffle the cards for a minute while we wait for the buffering to correct itself, as I'm certain that it will. What's going on with Angelic and her twin soul, Leonard? Please show me what the deal is with that. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Let me go and show me what's up with this crap. Yes, thank you, guys. Wow. You know, this is tough because, Angelic, I have to say, I could see the Ten of Cups, and what that tells me is Leonard's aware of your love, and Leonard does love you. I don't know if Leonard is completely connected to it to the extent that you are. Can you hear me okay, Angelic? Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I have to lay one down for you. I want to make sure she can hear me. because we got a real message. Okay, so this is deep. You know, the thing is, I have no doubt that you consider this person to be your twin soul, or that this probably is your twin soul, or something very serious. And this person not only loves you, does love you, and returns your love. Maybe not completely to the extent that you have shown love. Does he return it? I can't say that it's completely reciprocal at this point in time. That doesn't mean it's not potentially there, because I'll tell you, I saw the Ten of Cups there. It didn't come out, but I saw the Ten of Cups, and the message was that he sees the Ten of Cups potential with you. So Leonard is very aware of the future you guys could have, and it definitely stirs his heart. He feels that could be something there. He has not committed to the idea of that being his future yet. He hasn't. If this is your twin soul, he's probably, like, not all twin souls are meant to have like a marriage and a romantic, even a romantic relationship. They're not all. But I will say, based on what I'm seeing, if this is your twin soul, you're probably going to have that at some point. I feel like you guys have the potential to get there. However, where he's at right now is not there. He's very resistant. You've got the Four of Cups. He's very resistant to this thing. He thinks he's staying grounded. This is the weird thing. He thinks by not completely giving himself into this connection that he's somehow staying grounded. It's really strange. It's like in his mind, and people have some crazy thoughts. I mean, who knows what's going on? But in his mind, as special as this connection is, he thinks by not giving into it completely, he's actually staying grounded, which is really strange to me, because the being grounded would be doing what you came here to do, which is a big part of this thing. He wants his freedom. Very strange. You know, the Eight of Pentacles, though, also is here at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups behind it. It's like you guys are so close. You're right on the cusp of you both being willing to put in equal work, him wanting to make a real love offer, but there's so much blocking you right now, and he's just not there. Look at this. Nine of Swords. Look at those hands. This is in his mind. This isn't reality. This is what he's convinced himself. He's just not ready to share. What you said about wanting his freedom, there it is. The Two of Wands in this case. You know, there's someone here taking that second wand, but you can't see them yet. He's just not ready to bring you into the picture. He hasn't decided to bring you into this picture yet. He knows he should, and he knows that if he were totally, you know, connecting to the truth in his heart space, that it would be the right thing for him, but he's not, because he can't right now, because look, this has to be healed. This has to heal first before anything can happen. Will he move with her, toward her in that way? Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry, but hold that until we've finished with Angelic. I think he will. You know, you've got the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card is a head versus heart decision, so he definitely is it's gonna depend on what he chooses. You know, head, heart. Because I feel like his head, though, is better serving you right now. So what I'm getting from this, you got the Ten of Swords also. This is a cycle. This he wants his freedom. He doesn't want his freedom. Listen, people do want their freedom when they're stuck in bad relationships. I get that. Like, I understand that sentiment. So that's usually, like, if you have a twin soul who's in another relationship long term or in a marriage, you don't want them to go right out of that and into a committed relationship with you. You may think you do, guys, but you don't. You want them to go out of that relationship, and then you guys can chill, hang out, and date, whatever, for a while. Let them feel what it's like to be free and experience freedom for a while, so that they know that they're not just, you know, let them experience freedom before they decide if they want to really commit to something else. He doesn't want freedom, just like nobody ever really wants freedom when they find the person they want to be their partner in life. But you do want freedom. You want both. You want a partner and you want freedom. I mean, I know what I want in life is a partner that I can do all the fun adventures I want to do with and have, you know, a great life with, but also have freedom. You can have both if you find the right person that's willing to not suffocate you and smother you, and you know what I mean? And he has to understand, when he comes to the place of understanding, and he'll get there. First, he has to accept the love, right? Get on with that, and then he'll understand when you guys start talking about your dreams, he'll understand you're not somebody who wants to suffocate him anyway. You want him to have his freedom. You don't want to be somebody who suffocates him. You want both of you to have your freedom and have a really freaking amazing life together, right? But right now, he's just too much in that, like, pain stuff. That he's got a broken heart for some reason. Yes, the answer is yes. I think when that cycle ends and he does some healing, it's going to change. You've got to, yeah, it's okay. Just, I think now is the time to let him figure out how to unbind himself. He's all bound up and everything else and in these weird thoughts. Let him unbind himself. You know, I get it. I get it. You know, you're going to go, and it's tough not talking to somebody that you're that close to. But that's how it is. You know, when you have an intense connection like that, you're going to have to go through periods of separation for healing. And trust me, there's healing taking place if you're not talking a lot. And that healing is what's going to allow him to get back down in that heart space anyway and be happy with you. Okay? Right now, you guys probably wouldn't experience a lot of happiness together anyway where he's at. You're most welcome. Most welcome. Okay. Next is Christina G. Guys, don't get mad at Christina Maria either. She's my Gestapo, yeah, but I hired her. I hired her to do that. An apple. Really crazy, Christina G. Right now, you've got the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. You know, recuperation, healing, and what's coming for you is the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands, which is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Victory, union, ascension, freaking good sex, I guess. I don't know what to say about this Lovers card. It's pretty obvious. I mean, he's got a lot of hair on that behind, doesn't he? Can y'all see that? I'm not mad at it, I'm just saying. This is good though. Yeah, Danny. No, we call that peach fuzz. We call that sweet, sticky peach fuzz. I want another apple. That was my dinner tonight, you guys. I can go on another one. Maybe I should. Or some cottage cheese and cinnamon apple sauce. I would really like some cottage cheese and cinnamon apple sauce, to be honest with you guys. That sounds really good to me. All right. You look starved eating it. Oh, I know. Stinky peach fuzz Klingons included. Definitely not, Danny. That was so not necessary, Danny. Danny, how could you? Guys, you need to check it out. Danny and I are going to do a conversation. Northern Comfort Tarot and I are going to have a live, interactive conversation sometime soon. We haven't decided when. About the infamous, lonely, and often misunderstood and miscategorized twin soul journey. The often claimed, rarely accurately claimed, and often misunderstood twin soul journey. Okay. Charlene. Charlene is next. Charlene. Look at that. Look at that, Danny. Did you see what Christina Maria did? How she did you in all caps like that with the little squiggles? She's so sweet. Now, you know, Christina Maria really loves you, Danny, to do that for you. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all, that's love, y'all. That's love right there. That's love. Danny's impressed, Christina Maria. And look, he even turned off his caps lock tonight. When did you quit smoking and start vaping? When did I quit smoking and start vaping? God, years ago. Years ago. It's been a while. The last time I smoked a cigarette was in New York City in December of 2017. When I had a tower moment with my twin soul out in the streets. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nina Maria Garcia Martinez. You are off duty, Danny. Wow, I love an NY. You love an NY or you live in NY? Or both? Where is she? Where is Charlene? Charlene, nice pronunciation. Thank you. Have a good night, Nina. Hello, Mr. Jason. What's up, DR? Who is DR? Do I know you, DR? 40 minutes from there. Oh, that's too far. Where do you live in, like Elizabeth, New Jersey? Oh, Syracuse. Okay, I need Charlene. Speak up, Charlene, or forever hold your peace. Or Ashley, you're next. Oh, there's Charlie. Good evening, Jason. What is going on with cancer? Does he think about me? Do you see him coming back, communicating, have personal issues going on, job, etc.? Okay. Chaos. What's going on with this cancer chaos with Charlie? Please show us what's going on. Well, I'll tell you the good news. You've got the Emperor and the Empress coming out. So you guys have a really good alignment here. You're in vibrational alignment, even if you're not together at this time. You do have the Temperance card here. So there's some balancing going on, which is really nice. And I will say, I'm not sure if there's a third party here or what, but you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Danny, what? Let's just stop this reading because I want to know why Danny's in all caps saying dude to me. What did I do now? Dude. What, Danny? What did I do? No, I want to know what Danny's gonna call me out on. How much love? Just wondering if I met my twin. Oksana, I hope so. Maybe you don't have a twin. Yeah, I know. Pretty cool, right? Somebody once said that somebody said on like the Tarot Empress or somebody that this looked like she was holding an oversized slice of pizza. So whenever I see the Morgan Greer Empress, I think about how it looks like she's holding a big slice of pizza to me. Anyway, besides the point, Charlie. Uh-oh, Charlie's on a delay. She's just now saying her questions up while I'm halfway through the reading. Okay. Charlie. Emperor and Empress. Good energies between you. But someone's a little bit not seeing things clearly. And I don't think you're totally blocked off. There's a Queen of Swords here, and she's in reverse. I don't know if there's another woman. If there is, she's not happy. Could be a mother, his or your mother, somebody's mother maybe. Somebody's not happy about this situation. They don't like you. And I don't know why they don't like you, but they don't like you. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. They don't like you, and they're trying to cause conflict. They're in his ear about you. All of that conflict is coming from this Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know what they're saying, but they're in his ear about you, okay? Because you guys are a good match. This is sort of meant to be. So the good news is this. People can talk all the ish they want. This is divinely protected, boo. Don't worry. Let me tell you, and I don't know if this is just soulmates or twin souls or what, but I know on the twin soul journey, I've heard this from so many twin souls. I think Dove and Nicole on Twin Flame Revolution talked about this, if I'm not mistaken, that when you're in a twin soul journey, for some reason your friends and family tend to hate that person. It's true. I think that it's the truth. I think that I have to deal with that on that other side, and I know I get that from my people. Like, it's just weird. The best thing is not even to talk to your family and friends about your person if it's like a journey like that. They don't understand the depth of it, and they're always going to see it from a 3D or even a 2D perspective, real low vibe. So I'm sorry you're going through this, but there is definitely somebody who is not down with it. That is right. That is right. I mean, it's almost like if your family doesn't kind of dislike the person and your friends don't sort of dislike the person, it's probably not a twin soul. That's a real way to kind of get it confirmed. I mean, I'm talking about in the early stages, before union, okay? It's really weird. He's resistant, but mostly it's because of the fact that um, there's this Queen of Swords, whoever this is, all in reverse. So this is somebody who's I don't know if they actually are, but they're acting. I hope you know who this is. Don't worry though, like I said, there's divine protection here. Temperance is here balancing this thing out, so it's all good. You don't need to worry about it, Mama. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna all be good, Charlene, so don't worry. Ashley, are you here? Thank you, Charlene. Ashley. Throw it up there, Ashley. Mm-hmm. She does not like you. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Don't get her mad at me. Don't get anybody mad at me. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me. Yeah, he will communicate with you really soon. But he is definitely closed off right now. He will communicate with you, but it's going to be more about not understanding and maybe some accusatory things, maybe around this next eclipse around the 16th of July. Just look for it. Don't be expecting it, though. If you expect it, it's not going to happen. That ruins things. The expectation blocks anything from coming through. It blocks the universe from doing its job if you get an expectation. Okay, Ashley, is my Libra twin flame in a relationship with a Gemini woman? His name is Jared. Is Ashley's Jared in a relationship with someone? Is it a Gemini? Devil, Two of Swords. God, it's getting hot in here. Yep, could be a Gemini. The Libra's coming up with a Queen of Swords, so it could be a Gemini. It's a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, and the answer is yes. You've got to work on your vibration here because you're stressed out about something. You've got the Eight of Swords here, and you got to get yourself really high-vibing and happy because you guys have some real devil energy coming through right now. So be careful to work that out. That's not going to be good. I'm sorry, Charlie. Did Charlie put up a follow-up or something that I missed? If it's something that I need to check on, let me know, because I didn't see what it was, Christina. Guys, we don't do like a bunch of follow-ups. We'll give you the one question, and then like if I do one follow-up, but if I move on to another person, you can't because I'm trying to keep it moving. Yeah, I think he is. She comes up as Queen of Swords, and this is not in reverse like the one we just had. Hey, guys, hang on one second. Fuck all of a sudden. Feels like somebody's in hot water or something bad's going on. Oh man. Turn that thermostat down. I just got a hot flash like your mama. Oh, that's all it was. Okay. Oh, birthday next week. Well, yeah, that's when you're going to probably hear Charlie. Um, Sorry. Okay, I don't mean to be going back and forth, guys, but I think Charlie, like Christina said, Charlie's on a delay, so I'm kind of doing two things at once here. Okay, so, okay, everybody vape. So, Queen of Swords. This person, he is definitely, there's something here between this Libra and this Queen of Swords. They came out right beside each other, and the Devil came out, so we know what's going on here. You're feeling it right. Oh man, they're like hot and heavy too. It may be just a physical relationship, to be frank with you. Guys, can you see how hot I got talking about the sexual thing with this? Like, you can see I'm like sweating, literally sweating all of a sudden. Told you guys, this stuff manifests physically for. It's crazy. So yeah, there's something really bad going on with this situation. You need to break up with this person, or at least confront him. Disconnect me, please, from this energy. Devil energy, a lot of toxicity, lies. This is really bad. This is how I felt. Guys, before I knew, let me tell you guys a real quick story. I didn't know that I had any kind of like extrasensory gifts, but when I was like 20 years old, we usually. That is crazy. Can you guys hear me okay now? It's buffering again. Okay. Let me know if you guys, when it seems to be up and running okay, because I think it's just, because I just had to, Ashley couldn't hear anything. Ashley, can you hear me now? Okay, that was the weirdest thing. So I just started sweating all of a sudden because this situation is so crazy. This person is definitely seeing a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Queen of Swords energy, 100%. There's devil energy here. There's a lot of lies, deception, manipulation. You don't know what's going on. You're not seeing things clearly because you're trying not to be hurt. You don't want to be hurt. I know this is an affair and this is definitely happening. What just happened to me before, when I was like 20 years old, I didn't even know I had any kind of extrasensory gifts because I didn't really realize I had these gifts that much until I had the twin soul come into my life. But when I was like 20, I was dating someone who was like 35. And I was pretty innocent, you know. I thought you were just supposed to date one person at a time. He didn't tell me that you're supposed to do whatever you want, and just like, you know. And this person was actually messing around with one of my best friends, or someone I thought was one of my best friends at the time. And I didn't know, but I knew, because every time we would go out, I would get physically sick and start sweating. I thought something was wrong. I thought I was dying or something was wrong with me because it would happen like at these weird times. It was a physical manifestation of the deception that I was sensing around him. That's what just happened when I pulled these cards for you. I started sweating. I just had to turn the AC down because I started sweating. And this is a bad situation. I really feel strongly, Ashley, that you need to get away from this person. I know you may care about this person a lot, but they're not being upfront with you. So I just have to tell you that. There's a lot of ego involved. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. Trust me, Ashley, I don't take any pleasure in telling you this. This doesn't make me happy to tell you this, but there's a lot of ego involved in this, and this person is definitely seeing someone who is either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? So you just have to know, because it's manifesting in a way that I got so hot and started to have an anxiety attack about it. I don't know if that's how you're feeling, but if it is, you've got to get away from this person. That's all I can tell you. Please don't blame me if it causes a problem between you two. I don't need any jealous boyfriends, especially someone like this that's like doesn't have a lot of a conscience coming after me just because I'm telling you the truth. So please don't involve me or this reading in whatever decisions you make. All right, Ashley, thank you. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. Tonya. Ooh, that was bad. That was weird. And she doesn't even, that's not fair to you, Ashley. You're coming through with this Two of Swords, like you're just trying to protect yourself here and you don't see what's going on. This is not fair to you. I'm so sorry. You know, he's not getting a lot of pleasure out of this, if that helps. He's coming through in reverse, too. It's the Knight of Wands also. Um, yeah. Sending you a lot of healing. Tonya. Okay, sorry, Ashley. Does Matt truly understand why I step back? Hold on, I'm gonna follow up Ashley's question real quick. Is he gonna be moving towards her? He wants to move towards you, and he sees you as the Empress. And you've got the Nine of Cups here, which is wish fulfillment. So if that's what you're wishing for, then I guess that's a yes. But I really don't think you should wish for that. I feel like he's not being honest with you, and he's very manipulative. And it feels like somebody who, it's like, even when you think they're being emotionally honest with you, they're really just manipulating you, and they don't feel that it's like they've learned how to pretend to feel something to make you, it just doesn't feel good. I'm so sorry. All right, let's go on to Tonya. You were asking about Matt. Does Matt truly understand? If he's a twin flame, Ashley, he needs to wake up and grow a lot, because whatever he's doing right now is not somebody who is connecting to any genuine feelings right now. So that is somebody that I would not want to be around while they're going through whatever they're going through. And you know, doesn't mean he's not a twin soul. Just means he's really not connected to his heart space. I don't feel like this person is a twin soul. I don't know what cards came out or what feeling I got when I told you that. I don't feel like right now this could be a twin soul relationship for you. That's just the truth. And well, okay. So it could be a twin soul relationship. People go through times when their heart is really so secured with walls that they do things that if they were connecting to their self, they wouldn't do. But if this is a twin soul, then that means there's a lot of healing that needs to be done on both sides. And all you can do is take care of yourself and do a lot of healing of yourself, because this person is not connecting to their heart space, and they seem very like cold and emotionless. And maybe that's because they've been hurt really bad. But what bothers me about this, I was talking about this earlier, is narcissists present as very wounded too, and disconnected like that. So you have to be really careful with somebody that it's not someone that's like a narcissist, that you're a covert narcissist, that you're mistaking for somebody who's very kind and injured and wounded. If this person is your twin soul, the best thing you can do is the same thing you do anytime someone's a twin soul. Focus on yourself, raise your vibration, and do some healing in the 5D, because as you heal, they will heal. And if this person is a twin soul, as they heal, that will allow them to connect to the heart space and get some things back on track with the way that they're treating you. And they would come to you with a lot of apologies and remorse, I would think, really strongly, if that's what this is. Okay. You're welcome, Ashley. Does Matt know why Tonya? Does he know why she had to step away? I don't know why you had to step away, but what's weird is you've got all these great cards. You've got the Hermit, and then all these amazing cards after that. So if you had to step away in order to have amazing things come in the future, then I would say yes. But you've got the Hermit, and then after this Hermit card, you've got Judgment, the Fool, the Magician, Nine of Cups, and Ten of Cups. So it's like this time of personal inventory and going within is going to lead to some amazing changes. The Fool, the Magician, Judgment. It's very interesting to me. It's almost like whatever you've had to do, I don't know what this relationship is about exactly, but if this is some kind of a divine partnership, Tonya, it looks like you're going into this Fool energy, but doing this Hermit energy of sort of going within is causing not just you, this is this person to me stepping into that divine masculine power, the Fool to the Magician. That's not you, that's him. Right? And the Judgment is an awakening coming into him. And it's leading to the wish fulfillment and the Ten of Cups. So I would say he does understand if what the point was so that he would really appreciate some things. And actually, it's almost like it's ushering in an awakening for him. Yeah. Because the Judgment card for me is talking about a spiritual awakening, and then the Fool is this manifesting of the soul into human form, which is the divine masculine. Well, 5D divine masculine, that manifesting ability, that power to manifest and really be action oriented to go after the things you want. So yeah, if that was the reason that you're doing these things, then I would say the answer is yes. And even if the answer is no, it looks like it's pretty good stuff happening. He is waking up. Okay, so that's why the Judgment card came out. And he's stepping into his divine masculine power. This is beautiful. A lot of divine masculines have been waking up in the spring and this early part of summer that are in that way. You're probably in the same wave I'm in. And they've been waking up, because I don't know if I'm divine masculine or divine feminine. Like Kira, you've talked to me and you said you think I'm divine masculine, but really based on the way things have happened, I fit more into the divine feminine of the two of us because I was the first to awaken. I'm the one who's more into the intuition and doing this type of work, and was the chaser, at least recently. And then there is sort of a wave of divine masculines awakening, and my twin solar divine counterpart recently awakened and then went right into the dark night. So there's a lot of interesting what's the word, congruencies with what you're going through with your person, Tonya, I think. So now is definitely a time to step back. This is just me talking from what I'm doing, because of what my guides have shown me to do, and I've had a lot of success on the twin soul journey in my life, just really listening, and with my partner as well, and just trying to act on the journey that we know is there, but also have integrity. And I would say, yeah, it's hard to know. I don't think it really matters. Like, it's all about balancing those energies within yourself anyway, because you've got both within you, and you have to balance those anyway within yourself. So it really doesn't matter ultimately. But what I do know is that I think now is really a time, if you've got somebody who's in that awakening, leading to the dark night type of period, just really step back from them, respect the silence, and hold space for their journey. You know, if you're a little frustrated or angry about things that have gone on, deal with that. And then when you guys are at a place where it's time, you can deal with that with them then. But I think it's really a time to just sort of hold space. Let them know you're there, you know, and you love them and support them. But other than that, just sort of back up. Because I know when I went through that dark night period, it was not really a time. And the universe sort of made me be alone, you know, or at least when it came to other people, alone. And so it was really a time that I needed to, like, go deep, to dive deep into that stuff. And nobody can help you do it, you know? So I don't know if that helps, but. Tuckerdale, are you okay? Lots of love from you to you. Yeah, I'm good. Doing good, Tuckerdale. So true, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I wish you well. I hope that everything continues to look the way the cards say it's going to look, because that's really good. Just be patient. After Tonya was Delia. Delia, are you ready? Delia? Delia? What's up, Delia? All I want is freedom. A world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to help me. No one will find you. Your fears are far behind you. That's the thing, Kira. I'm not sure. The DM is not always. First of all, the DM is not always the runner, right? Because really, we were talking about this earlier too. Really, the runner and chaser is really not always. I mean, at some point, I think we all chase and run and take turns. So Tucker, we're not actually having people just throw questions up on the screen. What we do here is we get a list going, and unfortunately the list is already closed for the night. But thank you anyway. If you want to come back, I'll be doing readings again this weekend sometime, and I'll announce it. If you follow and turn notifications on, you should get the notification at an early time. We've been on over like an hour, almost an hour and a half now, so we're kind of wrapping it up. Oh, it's okay. No big deal. Hey, Sylvie. But yeah, I don't know, Kira. I think it's not a there's not a set thing about it, like I said, but there does seem to be, generally speaking, a tendency for the divine feminine to be the one who is first awakened and more connected spiritually, and who sort of leads the way on that, and who is more connected to intuition and things like that. That tends to be the case. So from that aspect, that's why I would have said, if I had to identify in same-sex twin souls, the divine feminine is that one for sure usually. So, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, you guys know you have to balance your divine feminine, your masculine and feminine energies within you. Any event, which has been my goal. What's the future hold for me and my soulmate? What is the future for Delia and her soulmate? What is the future? Good. There's a desire from both of you for the relationship to be very equal, reciprocal. Okay, so that's good. The High Priestess. Right, the High Priestess is the divine feminine. So, in the future, you've got the ending of a sort of heavy, burdensome cycle where there's been some anxieties and some a need to finish something, but it's been rough. It's been tough on this connection. But it is coming to an end. And after that, you've got someone presenting as the King of Rods. And then that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's a very strong, confident, creative energy. And you're moving into the Two of Cups energy, which is leading you guys to completion with the world. I don't know, did you say this is, you didn't say their sign. Well, completion with the world. So fire energy here, and potentially water, but that's more about what's going on between the two of you. So there's going to be a reciprocal. I saw the Six of Pentacles when I was shuffling, and that's similar to this. There's a desire right now to get to where you're going to be, which is where there's an equal give and take in this relationship, and it feels like a very equal partnership with a lot of generosity and balance. I think that's where you're headed with the Two of Cups, and that's why you're going to be able to move into a really nice cycle together. So look forward to that. But it's going to require whatever this is to come to an end. I don't know if this is to do with obligations of some kind, family obligations. It doesn't feel like it's financial so much. Whatever this is, and I'm sure you know, that is ending here. I mean, it's a 10. You break that down, that's the number one. There's a new beginning coming through all this, and you can always look at it that way when you've got the 10 of anything, right? It's completion and a new beginning at the same time. But he's coming into this King of Rods energy, which is a pretty strong energy. He does owe you some kind of an apology or some kind of an explanation about something, and he's having trouble giving it to you or having trouble speaking about it. I don't know what that is, but he's got the Page of Cups in reverse. Whatever that is, it's troublesome for him to talk about this, and I don't know why. He's just having a lot of trouble with his throat chakra expressing something that he knows you want him to express. So, but I don't think that's a big concern for you. I think you're just more concerned about the future in general, and you tell me about it. I think it's just you're more concerned about the future in general, and I can tell you the future looks really good. So even if he has trouble communicating things to you right now, I think a lot of that may have to do with the Ten of Wands energy that you're both in, or that the connection is in, and that's going to change and shift really nicely, especially I think around the middle of July as the next eclipse comes through and really just cleans out the things we've been dealing with the last week. So just give it time, and you guys are headed to a really nice chapter of your lives together, so it's going to get better. Just be patient and really give it time, because it's all happening now. So I like it for you, Delia, though. Thank you so much. Um, Morning Glory was the company. You're up next. Who's Morning Glory? Hey, Valerie. How should Valerie deal with her sister? And that's the last one. I don't think we have anybody else. So see, we did pretty good tonight, Christina. We're at like an hour and 20 minutes. Well, I don't know if he's a twin flame, but I would say I would say with the World card there as your outcome after the Two of Cups, that has twin soul possibility to it, because you know the World is about that new moving into that new Earth energy, which is what twin souls are all about in the first place. Twin souls, the whole point is that love to shift the vibration of the planet into the new Earth. So it's definitely some potential there that it's a twin soul, but really only you know that. Like Delia, when people, the thing is, that's something you know in your heart, whether it is or is not. Has the relationship caused you to change your career? Has it caused you to open up to spiritual gifts and healing gifts and just completely change your whole life, more than just like a normal relationship would be about, you know, you two wanting to be together? Has it been deeper than that? So, how do you really feel? I don't know what you mean about how you really feels. I missed all the fun. Okay, so we're moving on to Valerie. How can Valerie deal with her sister? There's a lot of ego here. See, this Five of Swords keeps coming out. Ego, ego, ego. Somebody feels really stabbed in the back. Somebody feels really stabbed in the back. You're welcome, Delia. Valerie, see this? I don't know if it's you or your sister, or but maybe both of you feel that way. But you also have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a relationship that usually this can represent a relationship where you both put a lot into it and it's not worth throwing away. Well, you're sisters, so certainly you grew up together. I mean, you can't just, it doesn't just go away, right? Okay, there is an opportunity for a new beginning here. The Ace of Cups and Swords came out together. So somebody's going to have to humble themselves. Now, you're feeling betrayed. You were stabbed in the back, but you're the one asking how to proceed. So if I were the one stabbed in the back, I would not be asking how to proceed. I would be not proceeding until that person offered an apology. But given that you're interested in being a bigger person here, there is an opportunity for a new beginning, right? I keep getting that garden heart thing. I told you guys I got a message in meditation that I was told to share with people about making a garden of your heart. Make your heart a garden that's safe for people that you love, to know that they can, you know, feel safe with you. And I think it's one of those things you have to decide. You know, when it comes to family, you don't have to have them in your daily life to make peace with them, right? And forgiveness is really just letting go of your own resentments. It doesn't mean you have to forget or move forward with somebody in an active relationship where you're in their life all the time, right? It's really up to you. I mean, when you are like shutting someone out of your life, that's just because that's really because you're hurt, and you really do care a lot. If you can forgive and just sort of move forward without having a relationship, that means more that you kind of have gotten over it, right? So if you're at a place where you can do that, I feel like you guys are actually going to be able to move forward and have a relationship, are they not? Yeah. You have the potential to come out of this feeling of being blocked off and to move into a Ten of Pentacles relationship with your sister. You know, your siblings, your brothers and your sisters, that's your longest relationship you will experience on planet Earth, right? Because your parents are going to die most likely when you're, 40s, 50s, whatever. Your sister and brother are the people that you are closest to in age and that you will have the longest earthly relationship with on the planet. So they are very important relationships, and I think that you do have the potential at this point in your lives to mend some fences and to hopefully have some peace and at least, you know, even if you can't be really close sisters like some are, you could maybe have a peaceable relationship where you enjoy happy memories once in a while, and catching up on each other's families, and that type of thing. And I think it's just about offering that olive branch and being receptive to it in return. There is some ego still present, though. Just be aware of that with the Five of Swords. Somebody's looking back with regrets, but there's ego here. So, all the same, though, the Two of Swords is reversed, and you've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So the potential is there. The offering is there from the universe to give you guys a new beginning and also a new understanding of one another, a new way of looking at one another. Okay, so that's a good thing. Somebody's been deceptive, too. I don't know what that's about, but there's been some deception here. She wants to offer you an olive branch. She wants to offer you she wants to talk to you. Try not to overthink it. You've got the Eight of Swords. I'm worried you might overthink it, and that can cause you to get really stuck with a situation like this. Let the universe take care of it. Go with the flow on this. I would say communicate with your angels about it. Let the universe show you how to do this. And before you have a conversation with her, ask for the right words. That always helps me. Ask for the right words. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you, Valerie. I wish you well with that. Yeah, that's what's amazing, Tucker. I tell people all the time, even if you can't get on the list for a reading, sometimes it's good to come and hang out, because a lot of times if you set an intention to get guidance, your guidance will come through with someone else's reading. At least that's been my experience. So it's good if you really need some guidance and you set an intention like that to get guidance, you'll get it somehow through another reading. So it's good to do that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and call it a night. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for your support, your love. I really appreciate it. I've got a lot of things I'm planning for the rest of the summer. I've got some real exciting things I'm going to be telling you guys about in the next couple of weeks that I'm doing. And I hope you guys will all be around to be a part of it. And guys, everybody say thank you to Christina for the help. She's so amazing. It wouldn't be the same here without her. And I hope you guys have a great night. All right. Bye, guys. Look, it's 11:11 on my phone. Love it.